This is the Strait of Gibraltar. Known for its significance in World War II, a British outpost against the Nazi Naval Command, and a modern-day shipping lane shared by cargo ships and sailboats alike. Oh, and these guys. But more me. These guys.
But a pod of orcas is terrorising boaties off the coast of Spain.
There have been more than 500 reports of orcas.
There have been dozens of reports of attacks on vessels so far this year.
Boats have been sunk or damaged.
We are sinking.
And that is exactly where we're headed. On this boat. Good morning. Today we are sailing the Straits of Gibraltar. Right there is Africa, and right there is Spain. Which is kind of cool that I'm looking at two continents at once. The Straits of Gibraltar are kind of renowned for being some of the most dangerous parts of sea for sailors to sail right now because there's been orca attacks. They'll just come up and attack boats and destroy some rudders, and there have been a few boats that have sank. So that's kind of nerve-wracking. Captain,
Yeah.
what is the likelihood of seeing an orca today?
Probably 50-50.
If we see an orca, what's gonna happen?
I don't know. We're going to throw some firecrackers in the water. I'm going to be a little stressed and pressured up.
This is the firecracker that we're going to be throwing into the water should we see any unwanted fins come up. I don't really love the idea of being responsible for throwing a firecracker because it's just like, what if something went wrong? Like, I know I'm sure it won't. So I'm going to leave it up to the boys throwing this. But it is good that we have it as a last resort, just in case if the orcas really are attacking the boat. But we do have other course of actions before, like I know that noise can avert them, so we're gonna set some big speakers down in the bottom of the hull. So here's the battle plan. For the next 10 hours, we're gonna have people stationed here, 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 and here, keeping watch. If one of us sees something, we scream, we pray, someone throws an explosive, bada bing, bada boom. So with that out of the way, let's enjoy the sunrise. What are your nerve levels right now, Captain?
Oh, I don't know. I'm calm. I just got a little anxiety. If we actually see them, that our plan, execute our plan, throw some firecrackers off, you know. Stay in the shallows. We're in 25 meter or lesser water around the Spanish shoreline here until we get the barbade or whatever it's called up here. I've never ever wanted to not see whales in the last 7 years, and this is the first time I really don't want to see any whales.
If we see an orca, is it pretty sure it's gonna attack?
I think so. I think you can see them and they might not bother you, but I don't know. I don't know.
All right. And it's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful morning to get attacked by orcas. Breaking news. Sailors travel across the Gibraltar Strait, risking imminent death and destruction. I'm back with Casey Mann. What do you have to say, Casey? I hope we do see some orcas because it would make fantastic content.
But then we would probably have to turn around if they take our rudders. So, you know,
50-50
that's
chance.
great.
It's great! See a whale.
Going to shout.
So what?
Orca! Dorsal fin! Your mom!
I'm gonna take a little orca watching pause. These are getting overripe. That. I'm gonna make some good old-fashioned avocado toast with avocados before they go bad on this passage. Because yes, food does go bad pretty quickly on passages, and it's a bummer. A few videos ago, I mentioned that I have a green card application into the United States, and basically, I'm being told that I need to be back in the United States by the end of the year, or else I'm gonna get deported. Some of you are asking, because that's kind of a random thing to have going on, that I'm not able to travel, and why didn't I plan for this? Essentially, the green card has been in for like a year and a half, which is a really long time, and I have a travel authorization, so that just means I can travel. But what we didn't know is that it expires, and so this is new information for me. It's kind of a hard feeling because I really love boat life. Like, I'm loving my time out here, and I knew when I came out here that it wasn't forever, but it also feels like I finally got up the courage and the money to go off and buy my plane ticket to come out and do something like this. And then the bureaucracy is pulling me back, and it feels so defeating. And I want to live in the United States. Like, I love my nation, Canada, I really do, and I would be happy to live back in Canada at some point, but I just know that for the near future, like, calling the States home isn't something I want to give up. But that doesn't heal the inner, like, turmoil that I'm feeling about going back home. The only thing that can save me not having to go home is if I get my visa in time. So as I mentioned, it's been in for a year and a half, and it's long overdue to come in, so the chances of it just showing up in the mail, it could happen. Like, the United States government doesn't really tell you when they're gonna give you their visa. It just kind of like shows up once you've done all the paperwork that needs to happen, which we have. Since I found out, I have been looking into other opportunities in the United States, because as much as I love home and enjoy my family a lot, I'm not really ready to go back to living at home. I found one that is pretty cool with some friends that live in a pretty epic location. It could be really cool. Like, I'm excited about it, but I feel terrible that, like, I just want to stay on the boat. Ah! But now I'm just shifting focus and kind of accepting in my mind that sailing is probably coming to a close for me in a month, and looking forward to the next thing. And you guys watching, your support is huge. Whenever you guys follow along and drop comments, I see it and it really means a lot. I'm actually working on setting up a Patreon specifically for this next little leg of the journey. And if any of you guys just feel in your heart like you want to give a little extra love, it would mean so much, and I want to bring you guys in more to the journey and into glory stories and what's going on. So I'm gonna drop that link in the description and take you guys along to the crazy glory stories that I don't even know what's going on, okay? I'm figuring this out as you are figuring this out, so go us. I'm gonna go back out and keep watch on the orcas. Okay, bye. Without the excitement of seeing an orca, this is really just what sailing is. Just cruising along the water, enjoying the sounds and the views. It's actually rather relaxing. You know, the thought of seeing an orca and sinking to the bottom of the strait kind of adds a little bit of drama.
Puzzle to lay, no need to say, how will I call?
Don't do that. Orca!
That is not smart.
Don't do that.
Why not?
Because
Are you scared?
The boy who cried wolf.
And this is the backup plan. This is our insurance should anything else go wrong. We have this bad boy. Right, Renee?
Yeah, we're just gonna scare them off. It won't hurt them. I mean, we're gonna throw it like away from them, not on top of them.
We are here to stun and scare orcas, not kill them.
Protect ourselves.
Just so you all know, please don't be coming at me in the comments, environmentalist. I'm so sorry. I really love the orcas, love the ocean. I also like my life, so.
I like the boat to stay on top of the water.
Exactly. So this is a last resort, but we have it just in case.
2 hours later.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the bag like like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, not a camera phone. Told you I'ma keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8-day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah.
Yeah! Oh my god. We are through the orca territory. We made it out alive. And with no orca spottings, which is actually kind of sad.
This is Spanish Navy warship. 06, please, 06.
Now we are actually entering into the Spanish military zone, and there is people on the radio that have been radioing and saying that they're about to do some test bombings. Sounds really entertaining, honestly. I guess we're in just a real hotspot sail this time. Probably a question some people have about living on a sailboat is, whenever you shower, do you have hot water? And usually the answer is no. We have a water heater on the boat, but we don't always turn it on just because it does take Jenny power. But we have been motoring all day, and so the motor will just heat up the hot water. And so I took a nice long shower, and now I'm gonna get the babe of the boat to cut my hair. Just a little trim. It's been a few months since I've gotten anything done, so she's just gonna do a little trim. Yo, the feeling of someone touching my hair is not a... Something I've learned while being out here is how truly little you need to not only get by, but do pretty well. While on a sailboat, there's a limited amount of storage, and a lot of that goes to food stores, so having clothing or comfort items just isn't a priority. There's so many odd things that I would have bought if I had a shipping address or access to Amazon, and I've realized I just don't need it, and I'm kind of happier for it. I brought only a little suitcase to this trip, and I never want to size up if I don't have to. And just like that, this is what the hair looks like. After a few hours, I am helping Renee cook dinner tonight. We're just whipping up some grilled chicken and roasted potatoes and some broccoli. Whenever we have days where we sail like this and the sun sets, it's magical. It's days like this that make me want to get a sailboat and, I don't know, get married and do what these guys are doing and raise kids out on the water. Because this out here, this is so untouched. Like, it feels like beautifully nature, and whenever you're just harnessing the wind to propel yourself forward, I don't know, it does something. So I'm really glad to be here right now.
What's wrong?
It's days like these.
This is what makes it right.
It's days like these.
And these only get better as we get farther into the tropics.
Dang. What are you guys gonna do without me?
We're gonna party.
What am I gonna do without you?
You're gonna cry.
Far away until you're out of sight. You're out of sight.
You'll always mistake rocks and things for bears, but you'll never mistake a bear for a rock.
Portuguese have like
Portugal.
yeah. Portugal and Brazil are not in the same amount. I know, but I speak the same language. Renee, her favorite snack is nerds. So sometimes she'll just like leave nerds around. Oh my gosh. I just took so many.
Or if you're a woman walking alone at night,
Pepper spray?
you can have pepper spray, or what did you get? You got kitty claws? Kitty claws?
I have kitty claws. They're like little knuckles, plastic knuckles, and they're great. I could take out an eye with them. Do I look like a boat kid finally? Can I finally say that I like look like a boat kid? Keith, do I look like a boat kid?
I don't think you have enough money to truly become a boat kid.
So you're calling me poor?
You're not gonna be with us when we really get into the Atlantic. to see the real beautiful sunsets. No land pollution, nothing, just pure ocean sunsets.